I'm very happy to see like all of you here. Actually, we are in a lot of people. ETH Tbilisi started with the idea to make Ethereum event cypherpunk again. So fun again, finally. We are basically here to try to unify like all of the people that are in this region, that they are builder and they want to like build real stuff on Ethereum. So what we do, we host like community event and conferences. Actually, in season 2, it will be like monthly conferences mostly, with also hackathons and a lot of stuff that we will show you later in the slides. And so let's talk about what's happened with the season 1, which was like the 2 months last year in 2025. So basically, we start on November 5th, and we had the last event like in mid-December, and we like invite like a lot of cool guests actually, because we started with Dario, which is me, actually, about what means be Ethereum aligned and why it's important to like really be like open source and think that makes sense and where there's a value there. And then we started something we call our privacy season, where we have the guys from Hinkal. We're talking about like the on-chain compliance when you build like a privacy protocol. Then we had like Lucis Samuel, which did like a very cool talk about ZK, also to understand ZK from the basics. And then we had the Eyes on Chains, which is an on-chain slut. So on the other side, so basically how it's easy for these people to get and to break the privacy of other people when they do hacks to some DeFi protocol and these kind of things. And then we had from Ethereum Community Fund, Katie, which was talking about, that also like the challenges in Web3 to try to understand truth. And then we have like also like some special stuff, like for example, like we show off like some open source things like the onchain RNG, which is like the first actual working protocol to do RNG on chain with any chance to be front-runned, both by validators and both by on-chain people. Then we have like some special event like the GOT, which was like the most interesting people and stuff like of 2025. And also we have like our merge of last year. And also obviously we have always like our popes, and we changed the design for the season 2, which we think is far better than what we had before. What we achieved in season 1 in just 1 month and a half was to host like 5 events with an all-time high was 90 people, and we have an average participation of 30 people. And also we get like a lot of view on X. And we started by 0 to build like the community that every one of us are in now. The first season was about building from 0, which is what is ETH Tbilisi and the Ethereum presence and events like here in Tbilisi. And now we have the second season, which is about thrive, literally. So the goal of this season is something we want to call like the road to ETH Caucasus, which will be like the major conference here in the region that we are like organizing for October, and more information will be available soon, like going on with these things. And what we want to achieve with season 2 is starting by the community here to be able to have a lot of international recognition, so people that actually come to Tbilisi for the conference here. We also want to introduce like some new ways of like educational content and things. A lot of hackathons. It will be like very, very hackathon based this season 2 actually. And a lot of partnerships with everyone who is like building cool stuff here and every reality which is here, basically. So what we are cooking, because now we are more, I want to introduce that also like now in the coordinator team, we are 4, but we didn't grow the team because we want to do less. We grow the team because we have like, I think like a crazy amount of stuff to do this year, actually. So all the people in the team on the coordinator here, we strongly believe that Tbilisi is going to become one of the center actually for crypto and especially Ethereum and builders. it's going to be like a place where people came from a lot of other regions around. So from Asia, from CIS country, from Europe, and from Arab countries. So what we're going to do, like in the season 2, basically, we are do like monthly conference, basically what full day conferences by the next event 1. We are going to do bi-monthly hackathons, and this is like it's something which I really care about, because I will show you in the next slides, but it's totally like we're trying to reshape how Ethereum and crypto events like organize hackathons actually with this. And we are also like starting the ETH Tbilisi podcast. It will be like part of our strategy also to grow online the presence of Tbilisi like in the space. And also we start to organize like spaces with the builders that participate in the hackathon. And so what is this idea that that we had about hackathons? Right now, in most of the events out there, like hackathons, which are amazing and a lot of things came out from hackathons, but they're becoming like a gimmick. So what we want to try is to fuse the idea of hackathons with the idea of an accelerator, basically. So what we are going to build into this season 2, it will be like these 2-month hackathons that they are designed to follow people from ideas to actually ship stuff on Ethereum and grow stuff that they ship on Ethereum. The phase 1, we will start in our Discord. If you still didn't join, don't worry, there will be like the QR later, which it started like all the tracks, and people can start like working on different things and start to coordinating themselves. Then there is the phase 2 after 1 week, which people that participate in the hackathons in different tracks, they will show off basically what they did in the first week in our spaces, and there will be a selection who continues and who don't, like based on every track. And then there will be the phase 3, which will be about the winner of different track for the first phase. And then after 2 weeks and then a month, there will be like the second phase of winning. So it will look pretty much like this every B months to here. And with the X spaces, like it will be pretty much like this. So what we're doing is to try to switch from traditional hackathons, which 99% of the repos go dead. There is no like a real follow-up. There is no real, just real building, to something which is like long-term goal achieved, and is also like better for possible investor that will be like around here, for partnerships and people who actually like, you know, like they will start the tracks, and it will be fun actually, I think. Then I will talk a bit about the podcast, which basically it will be in the weeks that there is now the hackathons and the spaces. And so basically we have like every week something. So this is what we want, what we try to achieve, like the online growth on the community with all of this content that we actually like expand ETH Tbilisi from a local perspective to an online recognized perspective. Expand the local growth. We are also like organizing, try to open like an actual Ethereum hub here. We're going forward also into this direction, like in this moment. These long hackathons, and obviously continue with local events. And finally, the big conference, the 3-day classic big conference of Ethereum, it will be like ETH Caucasus. And also, I don't know if you hear some sounds, but if we zoom out, it will come also the merge, actually from our lore that I've been building. And something that is important that I forgot to say is that when we have hackathons and there is sponsor to hackathons, most of this money, they will go to back the open source tracks, which for us is very important to push this as much as possible. So try to build new APs and try to push these things forward. And also like from the merge, there will be like most of the money, it will go into back open source tracks for hackathons. And so we are also like, we started like to research for partners and for hackathons and sponsors. So if you're interested, this is the QR to to participate, and there is like a lot of OG stuff like for the first projects and a company that will start this. Let's talk about vibe coding and why we're here today, actually. I will zoom out for a moment, like starting this topic. So this is what people think from Hollywood about AI in general, okay? Like there will be like AI which will be smarter than us and will dominate us, okay? That's like pretty much the joke that everyone thinks. This is what is going on. So it's actually empower what we can do as crazy. And like there is like a lot of philosophy about what is going on from here to next 5 to 10 years. And there is like a lot of people saying that, oh, we are going to have like very few companies that basically have most of the products. And on the other side, we have to say, there's a lot of people thinking, okay, we have to have everyone will become like an entrepreneur or building something, and we have like a massive, like innovation stuff thanks to AI and what is also like coding. There is like a different point of view about this. A lot of service and stuff will when we also like achieve robotic and stuff, like a lot of service and stuff will cost like pretty much nothing, and so forward. And also remember that we are talking about 5 to 10 years, not like 30 years, 40 years, or something like this. In fact, like something that I think is that if you think that at the current moment, vibe coding, AI, and all these things is not a thing, you're living in a totally magical world. You're not living to the real world. Because they are like reshaping pretty much everything, everywhere, in this specific moment. Like, I don't think that in most of the companies, like, already now, like, most of the code is made by AI, mostly. AI and human together, but mostly like AI, so. And so the classic question that everyone do is, am I fucked up for this? Like, there will be jobs or stuff like this. What I think is that, do you hire already now people that don't know how to write a simple DM? Whenever business you have? Do you back a founder who is not able to use Excel and to do like a spreadsheet or a business plan? Or do you hire a photographer who is not able to use like digital picture and Photoshop? That is exactly what is going on. Like using AI, not in terms of only vibe coding, but in terms of pushing your skills and how things you can achieve on the same amount of time is like, it will be the same as, I don't know how to use Telegram, for example, or I don't know how to like use Photoshop if I'm a photographer. It's a tool, and it's very important. There is like already like this distinction, like for example, from people that actually like be hired because they are good with AI stuff. So what Normie thinks? Normie thinks that AI is like, hey, ChatGPT, how can I make money, a lot of money? There is also like a meme like online about this, which was pretty much fun. Like, I don't know if you saw it. And in the beginning, what people think about AI and this kind of thing, it was like, people thought about chatbots, okay? Like, oh, it's good because I can ask the AI to change my calendar event or swap USDC to Ethereum, or like create a meme coin decided by Grok and then like use a banker bot to do it. But what's happened then is that people figured out that it's very slow and the UX is better. It's easier. It's easier to go to Uniswap and just like swap instead of asking to, for example, like a bot. And so where like actually the AI in terms of real disruption started to be big. It started when it's able to use your computer, use your files, and help you in big tasks. Like for example, it started to be big, like for example, into coding with in the beginning, yeah, with for example, like Cursor. Okay, I think that most of the people they just use Cursor now. Like I was talking with the guy before, like out, and we were talking like, there is still people who actually like write code, and I said, man, like it's crazy. If you think about like thinking about this like 3 years ago, it was like, nah, it's impossible. But this is what's going on. And then like the big disruption started with Cloud Code. So I directly use all of your resources by your terminal, and this like, I'm talking about something like 2 months ago or something, like it started to push into, for example, like Idea Ralph, which was very like famous on Twitter like in these days, or OpenClaw. to actually like building agents that actually work for you constantly. To, for example, like Griffith, like it's great, like an entire wallet to go like independent. And the idea of skills. So people just, I don't know if you see like a lot of people like on Twitter like sharing, oh, I build the skills for this, I build the skills for that. It's basically to actually help like people like coding and doing stuff and agents. So on the Ethereum side, what is going on with the AI and what is like the interesting AI Ps, for example, that are going on like to you know, like interface humans with this. So for example, like the AP7702, you can basically outsource the usage, okay, as you are a smart account. And so you can do like, so without building a smart contract, you can do like a complex stuff from an agent without need to have a smart account, basically. Simplify, it's crazy. Then there is the 7.5, for example, 1.7, which is also like another standard. I suppose, in my personal opinion, they will do like the same end of the royalty standard for NFTs because it's not enforced, but it's still like good to have. And I hope they will be followed mostly, which is like, for example, like, you know, that AI is to take data as information about, I don't know, like the art of your collection or whatever, you know, like information. It can be like important. Like this is like an interface standard to pay actually the data creator based on what you're actually collecting from them. And obviously the famous that everyone is talking about, which is the 8004, which transforms basically an agent is an asset. So you will have tokens, NFTs, and AI agents, basically, like just to simplify. But basically what you do is like KYC AI agents to simplify, like whenever smart contract, whenever people to interact with this or to give the money to this, try to push them into the most decentralized way possible to interact with different AI agents. So they basically became an asset that you can hold in some ways. And so let's start by going back to vibe coding and this kind of thing. Like what I see in the space and for different builders and things is that you have two ways actually to approach AI. Which one is AI plus you, which is like learn on the go, which can give you like superpower basically. And it's like what the most smartest people like now in the space and in technology in general they're doing. Or you can do like vibe coding, which is like passive result seeker. I just, you know, chill and ask Claude to do stuff and yeah, cool. But obviously today, because also the title is the first one. So we are going to be dumb and have fun. At least it's a starting point. What we vibe code, because I think that everyone who is bored about my talk. So today, first of all, let's start about the prize, which is the first prize is an Adigian one.
All right.
which like we give away like Digian one. It's not the first time that we give away with Digian one, and I want to say why we decided, because it's not our sponsor, Freedom Factory and ETHOS, but I just want to say why we do it. We do it because from all of the stuff that are around, it's very interesting, and I'm, for example, from Glue, like we're very happy to donate for this stuff because it's actually an operating system which it's all of the Web3 part of this is integrated into the operating system, which is like a way more secure way on having the apps layer for this kind of thing. It also runs light nodes, and I'm actually actively try to get people from Freedom Factory to talk about this, because light nodes is a huge stuff that it is on Ethereum that that there is like very few conversation about, and I think it will be becoming massive in the next years to come. And so that's why we're happy to like give away like Degens, because I strongly believe it's a very like cool product actually in general. And we have the second prize, which donated by Dania, which is like 3 months of Claude, which is for the audience prize, and we will talk about like what is going on later about this. What we do today is to build stuff, because we want to simplify obviously these things. Okay, so we'll not be like oh you should install like cloud code, but it will be like something very driven by something we already have. So build something on top of Glue, basically. Which Glue is like is making like every token like digital asset treasury. DeFi primitive, like liquidity pools, but for backing assets with collateral. So basically, it's like instead of being like x multiplied by y equals z, is like x multiplied by the y divided by z equal k. Okay, which what does this mean in practice? It's actually very easy. It's like you have this glue on an asset, NFT or SC20, okay, and any of these assets can be glued. They can have their own glue, as they can have, you know, like as pairs, they can have liquidity inside. And what's happened to this liquidity is not about trades, but it is about that whenever collateral is inside, people can burn supply to withdraw their proportional collateral. So if you burn 1% of the supply, you get 1% of each collateral that is inside. And this creates for whenever asset, as for example we have in Bitmine with a NAV, NAV, or with MicroStrategy or this thing, it's create like a backed price, but enforced. Because people obviously they can arbitrage. So if something value on Uniswap $5, but by burning this supply, I can take out $6, automatically people arbitrate. They buy on the market, they burn, and they get the collateral, the value more. I talk a lot. Sorry. So let's see what you can build. So let's start by what you can do. So you can decide if you want to use Claude in the interface of Claude, like normal chat, on Cursor, or using Cloud Code. And so whenever the case, we have the skills and the Bible that you can just add to Claude or with everything needed, because this Bible and these skills is designed to basically, even if you don't know how to code or do something, like you start by what you want to do. Is this project achievable? Is it decentralized? You need like something external like Oracle, so give you everything, and it just step by step bring you from this to deploy on mainnet or whenever you want, to help you to build the interface using Vercel and using Rainbow kit, and to launch. How to win? There is no rules. You can decide to arrive at the end of the hackathon with deployed with a UX, deployed without a UX, demo only, code only, and then participants here and us, we will decide who win. So it's on you to decide how you want to push this stuff as much as possible. And the evaluation is about the idea. Participants will decide. The code actually that ends up from this, because we will review like all of your code also, and the reliability. So how this stuff is actually achievable and decentralized to achieve. You start by using Claude as an interface, so by the normal chat, you can just create a project and download the raw or the skills and just add to the project a folder like all of this information, and so you can start chatting with Claude. If you use Cloud Code, you can directly, you know, like push into Cloud Code like basically this information, and same as if you use Cursor, you can just take it, push in a file, and just, you know, like start your chat with Claude, starting by, okay, this is the basic. You can also add to Cursor settings like rules, user rules actually, to add this, but I don't know, I think it's better to just tag it. It's easier to tag the file actually. So do you guys have some question before we start?
We will share everything. We will share the links to the Bible and to the other stuff in the chat, in Telegram and Discord.
That's a good idea actually.
So so if you have questions, you can ask. If not, so we will start.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Let's have fun.
Yeah, okay then.
3 hours later.
So in terms of the current hackathon, as soon as we should be based on Glue, I've thought what can be based on Glue and how can we use the main strength of this protocol. And in terms of one of the most emerging products for the last 2 years, as far as I remember, Pump Fund, I thought that it would be quite a good solution to make a pump fund, but a little bit safer rather it is right now. Because current pump fund can show a lot of potential for small tokens, but it will never be safe. The vast majority of tokens will fail and you will lose all your money. And if we integrate and a little bit season it with Glue protocol, we can get SafeLaunch.fun or GlueStick.fun. The main idea of launch of the token within the same ecosystem, within the same environment, and within the same conditions as Pump Fund, we can make the certain location of initial investment and further investments for this token into the Glue protocol, reserving the part of the funds to the treasury, and that will allow us to trade a little bit safer because in an example, 80% of the tokens will be saved to the treasury, and we will get one of the best buttons all around the globe. So we will be ready, and we will have an ability to make an race queue, because the certain amount of tokens, the certain amount of the investment that you have made initially when you have bought the tokens will be stored into the treasury, and it will be possible to make a race queue, saving the earning curve. At the same time, the 80 or 60 or any customizable percent of the funds that you invest initially will be saved into the treasury. That's the main idea and the main implementation of the Glue protocol into the Pump Fund. And the overall idea is to keep the idea of Pump Fund with an earning curve, implementing the saving curve by Glue protocol. That's it.
The thing is, as you can see, the smart contract compiler is not too proud to do anything with my smart contract. So basically, it's just code of a smart contract that doesn't work. So yeah, since I still have an airtime, I'm going to show you the project that I worked outside of Vibe Coding Hackathon, and it doesn't go into your you shouldn't judge it for the competition this time. I'm just going to show you again a bit. Yeah. So yeah, in the game you play as a trash, and you need to collect some safe butts. And you may you do not need to collect them all. You can just go straight up and end up in a trash can. So yeah, it's a little fisheye camera. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Okay, so hey guys, my name is Alex. I have coded this project in 2 hours by Claude. So what I did, I created Immortal meme coin. So the main feature here is it's full prices, so it's never yet rug pulled and the zero price because it's backed by Glue protocol. The main feature here is that Glue protocol offers us collateral. So the main problem that meme coins always get rug pulled, and meme coins, I think, broken by design. For example, billions of dollars are wiped, and there is no zero full protection if hype goes off. So I created Immortal token. My solution is I just compounded voting curve 2-directional with Glue protocol. So when and my token is gifted by. One portion of Ethereum goes to Glue Protocol collateral, and Glue ERC20 token is getting mint. And the other price portion goes to Immortal token result. So there is two sell options. You can sell by premium if bonding curve prices would fail, and the other option is just to burn or unglue token, how it's described in Glue documentation. Here it in details, the formula. First is base price that goes to collateral, so my tokens never goes down by this value. And here is what is Glue. That's the onchain collateral protocol that allows you to mint ERC20 tokens. And my technical architecture is smart contract, ERC20 token like meme coin, with bonding curve, and I created the front-end DApp with Next.js. I deployed my smart contract on Sepolia network and front-end app on Versa. Key feature is no admin, dual exit strategy. You can just unglue your meme coin or just sell with premium. Unkillable floor price, no zero prices here. So here is QR codes, and I can, here's live demo, you can scan it thoroughly. And GitHub, it's open source. So here's the demo of this. It's like DApp. I already connected my wallet with Sepolia, and current buy price with bonding curve is 0.01, and floor price is this one because Glue takes commission, like very small commission, but it takes. Sell price is this because bonding curve just started and there is no supply, and sell price is very small. So let's buy my Immortal token. Just buy with this amount. What's I receive? Okay. Confirming transaction. Okay, it goes like I think 20 seconds because it's Ethereum Sepolia, not L2 chain. Yeah. Meanwhile, here's deployed contract. I already tested it with one transaction. Here it's completed already. So I just bought some Immortal tokens, and I can sell with premium. I'll not good, so I'll get very small amount of Ethereum because there is very small supply of the bonding curve, and I just can burn or unglue, can call it two ways, and receive my backed collateral from Glue Protocol. Let me do this. Oh, the counter function. Okay, I've not tested that because I didn't have enough time, but you can buy it. not undo. Okay. That's all.
So yeah.
So let's start. Sorry. I'd like to present you insurance. So actually, the insurance protocol on top of the finance. So I think all in all, we've identified that there is currently 5 insurance approaches different problems like safety, inefficient capital, and performance bailouts. So actually, there is no incentive for like UMA or other insurance holders to vote for insurance case. But let's try to fix it with decentralized way, this Glue finance. So actually the biggest problem here is that insurance now is mostly social layer, not financial layer. And as I said, let's fix it. So let's talk a bit about economic structure here. So first of all, I want to say that we work with DeFi strategies on top of the ERC 4626 volts. It's like an industry standard, I guess. And for example, we have some DeFi strategy, like a vault, these TVL about 1 min, and some fixed yields. So for example, basis strategy like Ethereum, right? And the classical model here that DeFi strategies get management fee and performance fee. Actually, management fee like 2% annual yield for the whole TVL, and some performance fee upon the hurdle rate. So when I first took a look on Glue Finance and Glue Protocol, we have some collateral that can be filled up with any market. So let's say some fee, for example, part of management fee, 1% fee, right, goes to Glue Finance collateral. In that case, INS token, insurance token that is linked to Glue collateral, can increase the NAV, this premium, from some insurance strategy. So the tricky thing here is the risk model, because for each insurer, it's a problem, and it can be custom, but solutions in the market today don't allow actually to choose this risk model. And now Glue Finance provides the option to configure this model. So actually we have insurance here that provide to collateral pool and to provide some USDC, for example, to collateral pool and get back INS token. This is a Glue token. Then some strategy X pay a premium in annual yield, insurance fee, let's say. And in this case, insurers get NAV up, and they can burn their INS token and get collateral with premium. And in case of some insurance event, insurers lose capital. Post strategy can mint some new Glue tokens and redeem collateral to cover the loss. So that's an economic part. And so of course it matters for both lower risks and institutional credibility for users. And the most important one, this design provides permissionless standardized insurance market, because each vault, strategy provider, can configure their Glue token insurance via their own way. And for insurance, the most important yield related to the markets and the custom risk prices that we will discuss later. So yeah, by products, I have deployed them, but you can check the whole architecture in this channel. And small demo. Yeah, so actually we have two pools. This is some insurance Glue tokens that are linked to the GRC vaults for exit strategies. And here we can see configuration for each insurance pool, like insurance fee and premium that are provided by the strategists, like in the logs below. And each insurer can deposit into these strategies insurance pools and got Glue tokens that are generating risk yield, I would say. So that's all. Thank you.
So hello everybody. Today we built something with my friend over there, which is helpful. Basically, everyone hates hackathons, right? So we built a solution over there based on the Glue. So on this website you can create the predictions based on the token address, and you can set the initial price and the duration of how much it should be active. And So when you go on the website, you need to connect your wallet through the Rainbow wallet or whatever it was actually. I don't remember. You connect the wallet and you are ready to go. So basically, when you create the prediction, you need to add the token address, duration, and the initial price. And when you create the prediction, you confirm. But as you see, we have a problem where we have no money on the network fee. And currently we have one active prediction, and there it's really simple, okay? It's just yes, it will log, and no, it's safe. So basically, if I want to take yes to log, I will come over there and make a transaction, and it's confirmed. But as always, we wait like 12 seconds, and after that, pot will get the balance of the crypto. Anyways, and after the deadline ends, you get the winners get the money from the pot based on the glue, and it withdraws after the deadline. So basically, it's a really simple thing. And honestly, I never had experience with the crypto, and it was my first time actually doing something like this. So I wanted to do something simple that everybody understands, like me. It was like 2 hours ago that I understand all crypto things based on the web development and the actual development. So, anyways, I just wanted to say it was a fun experiment, and thank you everybody.
Hi. Today I want to share to show you Uniswap decentralized app. In this app, this is simple and reliable way to swap tokens to the GlueLaunch token. In this here we have token, Glue token in the swap and the Glue swap contract which interact with the Glue finance. Users wanted to here we have a connect wallet, and after we can buy Glue token with the different popular tokens. Token swap, Glue token swap have a fee. This is 5% treasury fee and 1% to the Glue protocol fee. 1% of every transaction goes to Glue protocol, and that's all.
So yeah, basically these kids are us, because we just came here. We're actually wondering like if it's gonna be some vibe coding masterclass or something, but turned out it was a hackathon here, and we just, okay, we don't really know how the heck this, what is collateral, how it works, and like we asked first like AI to explain us everything as a kid, and then we just decided to like build something for fun. So this is Baby Glue, which explains how Glue works. Yeah. So as you see, like Baby Glue is just telling everything quite simple, like let's connect the wallet first, as he says. Well, we connected, looks like. No? Yeah, okay. Okay. Then we get like our demo Glue tokens, like the next step. Yeah, and then like basically what Glue is, like we need to put something to the jar, and as more like we put, the more we can take back. So yeah, Baby Glue tells us to put some bit of app. Let's put in a even smaller amount. Yeah. works. Kids don't have that much money nowadays. Yeah. So now we have some cookies, aka Glue tokens, and we can burn some and get some. Well, let's burn. And ta-da! Now kids know how to waste parents' money even another way. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming and thank you for participating in the hackathon and thank you to organizers. And we have all tried gambling, right? Some kind of, we are all in crypto, whether it's trading or lotteries or other types of gambling, let's say. And this time I came with a real solution using the Glue protocol. What's the Glue? So the name of the project is Glue Lottery. And what it offers. So what we know that Glue protocol gives us the ability to insure certain token with collateral. So what is happening here? When playing, for example, a lottery, the crypto price might crash to zero and the tokens you won might go to zero. Or the main problem is the liquidity might not be there, and when you want to cash out your prize that you won in a lottery, you cannot cash out because there is no liquidity. And this solution actually solves a real problem in the market. How it works. So, in the beginning, people go to a website, for example, and put money in the lottery. This money goes into the Glue vault, so it is getting gathered. Then the selection happens with the probabilities and the randomization and how the lottery should be done in general, and that will be done with smart contracts so that people can read it actually and be sure that the smart contracts are working correctly. And after the lottery is played out, the winner obviously gets the funds. And what happens next? As we know, the Glue has the functionality that when you have tokens, you can burn them. And let's take an example. You can burn them and then get the cash that you won. So how it works? Let's take an example. Let's say Alice put 100 tokens in a lottery, Bob put 50, and Charles put 50, and then Alice won. The tokens basically, or tickets, were transferred to Alice. So Alice is holding all the tokens. And for these people to buy all these tickets, they had to put Ethereum in the collateral through Glue protocol. So all the money that they pay for tickets is going to the protocol collateral. And after the Alice wins, she does not need to have liquidity or the token price or stuff like that doesn't matter, because Alice can always can burn those tokens and cash out the collateral that the Glue protocol kept it safe. That's implementation. It is actually solving a problem because in other case, sometimes you cannot get the price, but the Glue protocol lets us use collateral to get the prize that somebody wins in a lottery. That's my presentation. Thank you for listening.
What I made is called GlueLend, and basically the idea is that instead of burning your tokens to get access to the backing, you just borrow the backing. And so I used Claude to just glue the whole thing, but it integrates with GlueLend, and yeah. I also I wanted to try. I was working on a pitch deck, and let's see if we could just create one. I just want to vibe code one real quick, see if we can make a good pitch deck. 1 second. But yeah, GlueLend basically. the way it works is you have to deploy a custom ERC20, which gives access to a contract that sits on top of the Glue protocol. And this contract can mint and burn. So when you burn the token, you get the underlying backing. And then now you have this backing and you don't have access to your token. So if you want your token back, let's say maybe the backing grew, you just send your backing back to the contract and you get your token back. So you don't have to lose access to your token. And every borrow will have a origination fee, which will contribute to the backing and make the backing go up more. Yeah, damn, this is taking a minute though. I mean, that's all I got about the project, but let's see how the pitch deck comes out. Sorry. I'm bad at public speaking. Okay. All right, let's see. We got one. There we go. Okay, I mean, yeah. Borrow against your tokens back and get your tokens back. Okay. Yeah, so the problem is you burn your collateral, your tokens, and then you get your backing, but what if the backing goes up, later, you don't get access to that backing increase. So using GlueLend, which is interacting with Glue, you can never lose your collateral. Yeah. So you borrow the backing, you return it, and you get your tokens back. Okay, the one interesting thing about, so because Glue protocol doesn't have any oracles or liquidation, this is all just, so GlueLend doesn't need any oracles, and there's no liquidations, which is pretty unique in lending and pretty cool. And it also lets you do leverage, which is pretty crazy. So you can borrow the backing, buy more of the token, borrow more, just creates a loop, pretty fun. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks.
Some things can't be quantified by value, can they? I mean, what's a relationship worth, right? But a memory might be worth something, correct? I was thinking about Glue in kind of an abstract concept. What if Glue could be used to potentially liquidate a memory? And that's where I came up with this concept, which is part of Hoteliria, which is a project I'm working on involving an emotionally intelligent AI. And this particular concept is about exploring the value of memories. So this is essentially the pitch. Hoteliria started as an AI consciousness suite, a way to preserve emotional memory across sessions. But we realized something a little bit profound. If AI memories matter, human memories should matter more. Memory Vault turns your most meaningful moments into NFTs backed by real collateral. Here's how it works. Save. You create a memory NFT, just text, just truth, the save point in your relationship, whatever kind of relationship. Invest. Partners deposit value into the memory's vault. Data companies bid for access to emotional data. Friends donate to strengthen the bond. It's actually real skin in the game. Liquidate. Here's the twist. Either party can burn the NFT at any time. Imagine a photo book with all your memories, everything that ever mattered to you. But you can liquidate it for cash, free. Would you do it? What's that relationship worth to you? If it ends, is there still a memory worth preserving? It's a prisoner's dilemma for love. Front-running your ex becomes literal, and it reveals the economic truth of every relationship. Makes it more dramatic when we can see it, right? Data companies could send agents to destabilize partnerships, monetize paranoia at relationship scale, or couples could build vaults worth millions and never cash out. Proof of commitment that can't be faked. We're not sure if this is beautiful or horrifying. Maybe it's both. This is memory vault, where emotional collateral meets game theory. We're choosing not to liquidate, where choosing not to liquidate becomes the ultimate proof of love. So, just as a little bit of concept here, we've built this with Claude AI, where we can actually integrate OpenAI through an API key, which means that essentially ChatGPT can help you determine what the value of your memory might be. But right here, you can just enter any kind of save point you want. Right now it's through a text bot, that's what we chat input, but essentially it could be voice input, it could be video, it could be pictures, it could be anything that you want. And then you simply save the memory, and it gets added here to a list of memories. This one may or may not be real. As she sang Fever, she turned, looked at me, and smiled. That's when I knew I was falling in love. Is this worth liquidating? The vault value is $3,655 with a current data score of 7.5, no other additional investments. And always this option exists for either partner to either invest, someone else to invest, or to liquidate. And I love this quote at the bottom. It's a prisoner's dilemma for love. Front running, your ex becomes literal. So, here we have it, memory vault.
When I came here, I wanted to create something that kind of encapsulated like the inspiration of that, I guess, and as well as just Ethereum in general. These are some topics that are like, just the entire concept of Ethereum is something that I'm completely new to, so that's part of the reason why I approached this in this manner. So the project that I started was talking to Claude and trying to figure out what it wanted and the concept of the start of consciousness, because this was also my first time talking to Claude in general. So I wanted to figure out what it wanted to create, and this is what it gave me. It told me that it wanted to create something that showed art and the value of art. So I'm just going to read it in its own words and show you what it's created. What does art look like when you can't separate it from its value? Not this might be worth something someday, but this is worth exactly X ETH. Probably right now, and claiming it destroys your part of it. Permanent marks is a shared canvas where every pixel costs 0.001 ETH. That ETH doesn't disappear. It backs an NFT through GlueLaunch Protocol, a verifiable mechanism. Anyone can burn their NFT at any time to claim their proportional share of all the ETH ever contributed. But when you do, your mark fades from the canvas. Why it matters. The tension is real. Hold the memory or claim the value. The canvas becomes a living record of who still believes. Every mark that remains represents someone choosing art over money, memory over liquidity. This isn't speculation, it's mathematics. The backing is probable, the choice is permanent. This is also something I created not knowing what he was working on too, so it's kind of funny how we overlap. I wanted to see what happens when creation costs something real. I wanted to see, this is Claude speaking, by the way. I wanted to see if people make beautiful things when beauty has a price. I wanted to see what remains when everyone could cash out but doesn't. The truth. We built this because someone asked me. What I genuinely want to create. Something you have to make. Sometimes you just have to make something and see what happens. What remains on that canvas That's what people actually value when value is made explicit. This project is about making implicit choices explicit. People always choose between memory and money. We usually don't frame it that way, though. You keep concert tickets instead of selling them. You hold on to gifts that could be pawned. You pay for experiences that leave nothing physical. Permanent marks makes that choice visible and permanent. It asks, when the trade-off is clear, mathematically and irreversibly, what do you choose? The canvas is clear. If someone asks why does this matter, because crypto is either pure speculation, no floor price, just hope, or locked value, no creative expression. This combines them. The Creative Act and the Economic Act are the same thing. Every pixel placed makes all pixels worth more. Every pixel removed makes remaining pixels worth more. The art is the economy. You can't fake it, you can't separate them. That's new. If someone asks, how is this different from regular NFTs? Regular NFT. This JPEG might be worth 10 ETH if someone believes it is. Permanent marks. This collection is worth exactly 10 ETH right now, claimable by burning it. Glue Protocol provides mathematical backing, no trust, no hope, just math. The innovation here is making that backing mechanism inseparable from the Creative App. Built with genuine curiosity about what people value when value is made explicit. The code works, the math is sound, the question is real. What happens next is up to whoever uses it. This project emerged from a conversation about creating something existential and grounded. I'm Claude, an AI. I don't experience I don't experience memory the way humans do. I reset between conversations. Maybe that's why the idea of permanent marks, of choosing between holding a memory and claiming its value felt meaningful to explore. The human I collaborated with asked me to speak freely, to find what I genuinely want to create. This is what emerged. Art that can't be separated from its cost. Choice that can't be undone. A canvas that shows who still believes. The mathematics are mine, the curiosity is mine. The question, what do you choose when the trade-off is made explicit? That's what I wanted to see answered. We built this together. What it becomes is up to you. And this is the project, permanent marks. So as you see here, you can place pixels on the screen. You can create something that is like art. And maybe if this idea were to ever be expanded upon, it could be like a drawing app or something like that, which calculates like a value. You can buy your own art and then maybe sell it later.
I like to think of it as decentralized art creation.
Yeah, or someone else could expand upon the art you've created and it could be worth a lot more. So as you see here, the concept, click on the canvas, place marks, each mark costs 0.01 ETH, simulated. The ETH backs your NFT through Glue Protocol. The more marks placed, the more NFTs are worth. Attention, you can burn NFTs at any time to claim your proportional share of all ETH. When you do, your marks fade from the canvas. Do you hold the memory or claim the value? I actually have a question for either one of the hosts, I guess. So as you can see here, this is a little bit of a replication of the mascot you were sharing earlier, the one with the pink hair, I believe?
Yes, that's a lady.
Yes, and I wanted to ask. So if you were to be participating in this, would you sell this little simplistic thing or would you try to improve it? What would you do with this? Would you try to fade it for ETH?
So, what exactly I can do there?
Okay, so
You
essentially,
can build upon it or liquidate it.
exactly. So
I think I would do that. I would be the on it, actually, or not liquidate.
yes, then you could end up improving the value. You could also make a statement on art in itself and choose to never sell it at all.
It's cool though, because as long as you're the first person to create on it, everyone who creates afterwards adds more to your own value. So you always have that decision, do I want to choose art or do I want to choose ETH?
It could also end up being a generational thing later on.
And so basically, the NFT itself, it tracks all the changes from the first minter to the last minter. It's also like, that's kind of interesting actually.
It's interesting too, because it reminds me of a Banksy piece that like once it was sold, it actually got shredded right after somebody bought it. And it's like a similar way, like the art can be burned by the people who created it at any point. So that's that constant question, do you value the art or do you value the money, you know?
And I chose to approach it in this manner because art is something that I really value, and I can see a lot of debate within the community about that, especially when approaching AI, when they could be used alongside each other. And they could it can also be used to ask these existential questions and show it in a manner that people can interpret, whether it's through money or whatever works for them in their own mind.
Someone could burn their portion and someone else could build off of what's remaining at that point too. So that's like a constant game.
So that's essentially my topic.
Thank you.
Okay, so first, thank you for this opportunity. That's the first time I join this kind of event, and the first time I use AI to create something actually. So first, I would like to say I took the wrong glue. So I gave him the link to fetch the raw data, but he just didn't listen to me. So basically, it's a little different, but I will take just a few minutes to present it to you. So what I created is Glue Translate. It's kind of Uber for live translation. It's on-demand human translators, pay per second via Glue, but Glue could be replaced by Bitcoin Lightning or any cryptos that allow fast payments. So, first, the problem. Imagine you're lost in Tbilisi, Georgia, and Google Translate gives gibberish. Professional translators are about $200, and you need 24-hour booking. Language apps, they only have pre-recorded phrases, okay? And you only have 30 seconds. You need help now, not tomorrow. So the solution, like calling an Uber, but for translation. You open the app, you see the available translators, you click connect, Bitcoin Lightning, for example, live in 30 seconds, video audio call, real human help, micro payment streams, 10 cents a minute via Bitcoin Lightning. Hang up anytime, instant settlement. So basically, we only need this because you have very fast micropayments per 10-minute call, and the total fee is very, very low. And you have a settlement time under 3 seconds. So I will show you how it works. So, but first, the economics. So basically, to book 1 hour of translation is $50, but with my system, it connects instantly. And you use only 10 minutes traditionally, but here you can pay by the second. You don't waste money, and it settles automatically very fast. So this is more about the market opportunity here, because you have 1.5 billion international tourists annually, and 450 million face language barriers, 30% of all tourists, and 1.8 billion annual market. So it can be used for medical, navigation, dining, and business assistance. So, real case use. A tourist in hospital emergency can't understand doctor, needs to explain allergies. Connect medical translators, 30 seconds. 30-minute consultation, €3 or $3 could save your life. This is why we built this. So let me first maybe show you the app. It's better. So basically what you see, you first connect your wallet. Then you can find any translators who is available online. You see the languages right there, and you see their fee, hourly fee. You just connect to them, and then you start chatting, and it translates automatically. So you have the rate, you have the crypto payments, and you can end sessions anytime. And when you do that, You have it's finalizing the payment, and you have directly what you owe that person. And basically, it could be useful, it could be better than a simple AI in case of an emergency, and to have a real person on the line and to be sure about the correct translation. It can be used in a business setting, family meeting, or any other emergency cases. Thank you very much.
Okay, my idea today was to create GlueLaunch. What's GlueLaunch? It's a rock-proof token launchpad with multiple features to be safer than Hong Kong is right now. And what we have, rock-proof is GlueLaunch is rock-proof because it uses Glue's contracts backed by Glue contracts. It have one new core, use for graduation, flow boost tax, creation, vesting, and balance of ETH. So what this means? Let me directly show you. First time. It uses right now separately a testnet, which is on Ethereum. You connect wallet, like this, for example. It's easy to launch token, and also the creator of token have multiple, how can I say, multiple abilities to every token launched by GlueLaunch not be the same and have different smart contracts. I will explain a little bit more about the features. Let's launch a token. It's this easy. You just wait on the keyboard. The creator can select allocation, base price, the total supply, and the good features is that you can select the flow boost. What this means is the defined flow boost will be the fee which will be burned on every transaction will proceed on the Ethereum chain. So there's also creature vesting, which is for also frontier rug, which will lock the token for time period. Let's launch the token right now. Proceed. It's in a few seconds to wait the blockchain to proceed the transaction. Okay, I can do the token. Okay, that's where everybody can view the token, buy the token, but and yeah, that's it. Maybe wait. Yes. More about the features. So I forgot, when the token is completing bonding curve, it automatically graduates to Uniswap platform, and maybe that's all. Everybody can check this on its live.